Hello, my name is Stacy Lee, and I am a native English speaker, and I tutor persons from all over the world who are interested in improving their English. I've been teaching on Lonet.Academy since 2018. It's been a really great experience. I've been able to meet people from all over the world, and that is something that I'm really interested in, learning about people and their different cultures. And in addition to that, I love being able to help people achieve their goal of improving their English skills. Today, I want to share with you a sample of a lesson with myself and one of my awesome students. She was able to acquire a lot of knowledge on very integral parts of the English language. This is a pre-intermediate level class. The student is able to speak English at an understandable level. However, she is looking to improve her sentence structures and her comprehension skills. And so we are using one of the materials that I utilize within my lessons for this class. I hope you will enjoy viewing this lesson, and also you might be able to learn something from it. As I mentioned before, I try to make my lessons very interactive so that my students can both interact with the material and with me at the same time while they're learning. So these are just some of the techniques that I use, and I hope that you enjoy it. All right, today I wanted to, so we've been looking at tense, different tense, the present simple, past simple, and present continuous. And we've been looking at how to make sentences, the structure of sentences. Today we're going to go a little bit deeper. I'm going to share my screen, but it's not going to be too much, right? I'm going to share my screen with you. All right, can you see my screen?
Not yet. Yes.
Okay, very good. So we are going to be looking at super commuters. Wow, do you know what that word means? Commuters.
I think so.
Okay, what do you think it means? Commuters.
Listening, hearing, but no.
Okay.
For me, I reading and writing these letters, and where was commute.
Very good.
And it is the same, similarly.
Very good. You're on point. It comes from the verb commute. And
yeah, before I don't know, but now I know.
Okay, good. And it means basically travel.
Yeah.
Okay, so then since we're moving from the verb to the noun, commuters would be people who travel.
Okay.
Okay, so one is the verb and one is the noun. So we're looking at the vocabulary related to super commuters, meaning people who really travel. All right, so let's focus on our vocabulary first. We're going to practice some pronunciation. So I want you to read for me.
Unemployed. Unemployed.
All right, close. Unemployed
people. Unemployed people.
Very good. What does unemployed mean? So we have the word
employed is I think so. I know. Don't explain.
Take your time.
It is people employed. Self-employed. It is people that working work.
Okay, work. People that work. Okay, so employed people are people who work, but we have a prefix in front of this one, unemployed. And the prefix on means not.
Work.
So people who don't work would
Okay,
be
yeah.
unemployed people. All right, good job. See, we can break it down little by little until we understand it. All right, next.
An office.
Mhm.
It is inside office, yeah?
Yes, inside.
An airline.
Airline.
Airline. Airline. An airline. Multinational.
Very good.
A factory.
Mhm.
Teenagers. Disabled people. A hospital. An engineering company.
Okay, close. So this word is engineering.
Engineering.
Engineering company.
Engineering company.
Very good. So a company that works on building stuff like bridges.
Yeah. Volunteers.
Good.
A hotel.
Mhm.
And advertising agency.
Very good. Very good. So you did very well. Good job. Good job, Agatha. So what we're looking at today is prepositions. A lot of people have trouble when they're learning English with prepositions. So here we have 3 prepositions. We have in, for, and with. And we're trying to see how we can put these words and phrases that we just saw over here into these different categories. Okay, so as you see, one was done for each of them already. So when we talk about in, we do in with a place. So for example, in a restaurant. Right?
In an office.
Very good. Very good. So
in an airline. In a factory. In a hospital. In a hotel.
did I miss any that you said?
In an advertising agency.
Okay, wait, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to put all that you said, and then we're going to go through them, and you tell me if you want to make any changes, okay?
Okay.
Did I miss any? So you said an office, a factory, a hospital, a hotel, an advertising agency. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
An
All right.
office.
So now we're going to the preposition for, right? We use for companies. So, and we're looking at, we work. So we're talking about work. We work in places, we work for companies, and we work with people. So these are the different prepositions that we use with work.
But it is a little bit confusing because these companies also is place.
Yes, company is a place, but when we talk about place, we want to talk about the physical structure.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we work in a place, we work for a company, and we work with people. All right. So
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So we're at company. So we're at for, sorry. So for.
For an engineering company. And yeah, before was mistake because it's for an advertising agency.
An advertising agency. Okay, very good.
Yeah, I think so. It is, yeah.
Nothing else?
I think company.
Okay, all right. So work with people.
With unemployed people, with
so unemployed.
With teenagers, with disabled people, with volunteers.
So I think you're missing.
I'm missing one word, a multinational, but I don't know where I can this.
So what is a multinational?
Multinational. People will be multinational.
Yes, people can be multinational, but in
companies.
There we go. There you go, Agatha. Good job. Good job. So we talk about work. We're talking about working for a multinational company.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So you see, this is how we expand our vocabulary and at the same time get our sentence structures better, because now we're knowing that when we're talking about places and work, we use in. When we're talking about work and companies, we use for. We're talking about work and people, we use with. All right, very important, because this is going to come back up again. Okay. All right, so let me just clear my screen. So of course we want to pay attention to how we pronounce these words, and we did that a little just now. I want you to, we're going to think about 4 people you know with jobs, any 4 people, and think of ways that you can describe their jobs using the phrases that we just looked at. So these phrases, think of, let's do 3 people you know. How can you describe these people using these phrases? So I can start for you. My aunt works with teenagers in schools. Wow. So I was able to use 2 prepositions. So I was talking about people. My aunt works with teenagers in schools. What about you? Can you make a sentence for me with any person that you might know and has to do with work?
Sorry, I don't understand question.
No problem. So we are looking at the phrases that we just did right here.
Yeah.
Right? We just did these phrases and words, and we just did these prepositions. So we're now going to...
I need make
So
the
now you are going to make some sense. I want 3, but at least let's start with 1.
Okay. I start working. No, I start. No, yeah, I start working in factory.
I start working
in factory.
Okay. So 2 things. Remember, in the first part of this chapter, we learned about tense. And we're talking about present, past, future. So here, I think you started because it is past continuous. because you started in the past and you are still working there. So we can use the present continuous, sorry, the past continuous. I started working in, pay attention, you realize these have article in a factory. Very good. Okay, good. Give me one more. This time, not about you, about someone else that you might know. But very good. So not about you, maybe your aunt, your brother, your cousin.
Okay. My daughter.
Take your time.
My daughter works for financial. My daughter works a financial company.
Okay. My daughter works. Next.
Maybe work.
My daughter works
for a financial company.
Very good. Okay. My daughter works for a financial company. I'm very proud of you, Agatha, because you used a company that was not listed in our list. So that's very good. My daughter works for a financial company. Perfect. Okay, very good. All right, let's do a little bit more practice. Now, here you go. I'm going to give you control of the screen. So I want you to put in the correct preposition for each of these. Remember, we use in for place, for accompany,
with people.
Very good. Perfect. So go ahead. The control is yours.
It's mine, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. I work. I work. I can't.
Yes, try again. Go ahead.
No.
That's okay. Take your time.
Come on.
Okay, so I work for an accountant. Okay.
I think so. Not right, but
okay, keep going.
She works. What use as? Here is.
Okay, so as we use when you're talking about a position. So for example, I work at Lonet as a tutor. He works in the hospital as a doctor. So we can use as for like occupations.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
She works. She works. He works in a department store. He works works I work. I think so.
Okay, let's see. Check. Ah, superstar. Superstar, Agatha. Superstar. Okay. That's very good. I'm happy that this shows that you understand the concept that is being taught. That's great. All right.
Yeah.
So let's go back to our textbook and see how we're going to use this information that we now understand to move to the next section, which is we're still looking at making questions. So look at these. We're looking at number 5. Look at questions about travel. Remember, we're doing commute. So look at these questions about travel, and I want you to figure out which one of these question words or phrases would we use to make the sentence. So we have how long, how much, how far.
Okay. How far do you get to work?
How far do you get to work?
No. How do you get to work?
Okay. Taking your time to understand, read it or understand it. You might make a mistake, just correct yourself, okay?
Second is how far is it from your home? I don't know, but I think so.
That's okay. Keep trying.
It's okay. How long does it take you? And how much do you spend on travel a week?
Okay. Okay, pretty good. Pretty good. Let's check to see. Let's check to see where we are with this. So completely right.
Oh, yeah.
Completely right. So when we're talking about getting to somewhere. How do you get to work? How? How far? When you're talking about distance,
Yeah.
right, we would use far. Long, we're talking about time.
Right.
How long does it take you? How much? We're talking about money or quantity, right? Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. See, all you have to do is relax, take your time, and you got it. All right, so you did very well with that. You made the questions. Can you now make the answers? Which one of these matches with the questions? So we're looking at B.
How do you get to work? I go by train.
Very good. That'll be D.
How far is it? It's about 10 kilometers.
Very good.
How long does it take you? It takes about half an hour.
And half an hour. Very good.
And how much do you spend on travel a week? I spend about 45 pounds.
Very good. Very good, Annika. And one of the things I want you to realize that when we use the word get in a question, it's a way of talking about travel. So how do you get to work? It means how do you travel to work? Okay, so the word get here talks about, it means travel. So how long does it take you to get there? How long does it take you to travel to this place? So get here means travel. Understood?
No.
Okay, so anytime you see the word get in sentences, like in questions like this, like I said to you, if I should say to you, Agatha, how do you get to the supermarket? I'm saying, how do I travel to the supermarket? Meaning you're giving me directions.
This get use only for travel where
in
travel.
these,
Okay.
in these instances, we're using it for travel. So when I ask you, you're going to tell me either what transportation I can use, or you might need to give me directions so that I can travel there.
Okay.
Understand?
I hope so.
The more exercises we do, the more
I think so. Yeah,
we're gonna see if you do understand it. All right, so we're gonna do a little reading now, and
text.
Yes, I have a text right here. Trying to make it, see if I need to make it a little bit bigger or a little bit smaller. All right, are you ready? Let me make it. Let's read. The super commuters.
Super commuters. Okay. Mick Benton's excellent series about commuters around the world returns to our screen this week. Mike had the idea for the program when he worked for a TV company in Bangkok 7 years ago. He lived only 4 kilometers from his office, but it took him over 2 hours to get to work every day. The traffic there is unbelievable, says Mike. People can sit in traffic jams for 7 or 8 hours a day. They even have their meals in their cars. In the first program of the new series, Mike interviews 3 supercommuters who work in London. Gary Watson is lawyer for an American multinational, and he travels from York and back every day. Sarah Mead lives in Paris, but she works for a fashion company in London's West End, and Luke Anderson works for an advertising agency in the center of London. He commutes all the way from Krakow in Poland, so maybe your half-hour train journey to work every morning isn't so bad.
Okay, what do you understand from this?
Here was about people's what commute very long time to job or to works, and this Mike Benton makes this series about these commuters.
About these commuters. So commute for a very long time. Okay, so we're going to use the preposition for. All right, the name of it, is he Mick or Mike?
Mike.
Mike?
Mike.
How do we spell Mike?
M-I-K-E.
Okay, and what is his name?
Mick. Maybe Mick.
Mick. Yes. So it's Mick. All right. All right. So now we're going to look. We're going to use this.
Sorry, Mick.
Okay, that's okay. So we're going to, oh, there's one more word I wanted you to pronounce for me. How do you pronounce this word?
First.
First. Very good. Good job, Agatha. All right, we're going to use the same article. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this article in the chat so that you can go back to it and look while we're doing the exercise. Okay. And the exercise we're going to do is constructing sentences. The last time we looked at constructing questions. Today we're looking at constructing sentences. So if you look in your chat, you should be able to see the article. Tell me if you can see it. So if you touch chat, you should be able to see the article.
What chat I need?
Chat, so look in Zoom, it says chat. The same place that I put the Jamie Oliver the last time.
And here is 8. Where is 8?
Yeah, so let me stop sharing. Look in chat. You see it?
No.
Okay. So you have to open chat. So if I share my screen with you, you look for chat right here. See? And if you open chat, you will see the article. So I'm going to stop sharing again. So try.
Here.
There you go. That's okay. That's okay. Remember, you're new to Zoom, so it's going to take some time for you to get familiar with the different functions. That's fine. Okay. So you can see the article now, right?
Okay.
Okay, good. So we're looking at how do we make subject questions, right? Subject questions. What are subject questions? That's a good question to start with. Subject questions. Subject questions are questions where the answer is a subject. When we talk about subject, we're talking about answering who. Who does something? Who is? That's what I want to know when I ask a question, a subject question. So for example, I have this sentence.
Mick Benton made it. Okay.
So with every English sentence, we have a basic format. SVO, can't forget that. Subject, verb, object. Subject, the person doing the action, which is the verb, and the object, what is receiving the action, which is the object. All right?
Mm-hmm.
So here we have Mick. Is it Mick? Yeah.
Mick
Benton made
made
the TV
series.
Series? Very good. Series, very good. So how do I make a question that this is the answer for? Who
made the TV series?
So when I ask this question, this subject question, I'm going to get a subject answer. The person who made the TV series. Do you understand?
And the subject questions is this questions, but answer is always about subject.
Yes,
Subject.
that's the focus of the answer. So smart. Thank you, Agatha. Very good. But it doesn't have to be a person. It can also be a thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So who lives in Paris? So I want you to go to the article and I want you to give me the answer using this same format that we just did. So go in the article in chat. Go in chat, read the article, and I want you to give me the answer for this question.
Okay.
Who lives in Paris?
Sarah Mead lives in Paris.
Perfect answer. Very good. Very good. Sarah Mead lives in Paris. Okay. Next.
What did Mick Benton make? Mick Benton made the TV series.
So Mick Benton made the TV series. Very good. Very good. Number 4.
Where does Sarah Mead live? Sarah Mead live in Paris.
Live in Paris? Remember your subject and your verb.
In London.
No, she lives in Paris, but not live, but lives.
Okay.
Yes, remember your subject and your verb must agree. Very good. So now I ask you this question. Which question asks about the subject of the sentence? A or B?
Which question asks about the subject of sentence?
The subject question is different from the structure of the non-subject question, right? In the subject question, we have the question word, the verb, and then the object. In the non-subject question, we have this question word, an auxiliary verb, and then the subject, and then the main verb.
Okay, but the answer is the same.
Right, the answer is the same in terms of structure, because remember, in English, our sentences always follow this. So the question structure will be different, but when you're coming to the answer, it will always be subject, verb, object.
Okay.
All right, so let's take a look at this a little bit more right here. So as we mentioned, our subject questions, we have our who, and the non-subject questions, we have what. So what, and the answer is going to give the object.
Oh, yeah.
Where, and it
because
gives.
Who is about person.
But we don't want to know the person, because the question already told us who the person is. We want to know something. We want to know something else. which is the object, which in this case would be the TV series or Paris. Okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Very good. So these are some very good points that we can use to remember. How do we make these subject questions or non-subject questions? So I want you to read for me, please.
We use who when we ask about the subject of a sentence of the subject is a person.
When the subject is a person. Very good.
Subject questions have the same word order as positive sentence.
Which is subject, verb, object. Okay.
We don't use do, does, or did in present simple and past simple subject question. Okay. We use do, does, or did in present simple and past simple questions that ask about the object or preposition plus noun.
Plus noun. So we use do, does, or did in present simple and past simple questions that ask about the object or preposition plus noun. So here we go. See? So if we ask the question, where does Sarah Mead live? So see, we use does in the present simple. If it was the past simple, where did Sarah Mead live? Where did Sarah Mead live? If we're going to ask about the past, where does Sarah Mead live if we're asking about the present? And then it's followed by the preposition and the noun. In preposition and noun in Paris. All right. We can also make subject questions with what, whose, and which. What happened, whose journey takes 2 hours. So we use whose journey. We still want to know who. So Sarah.
Oh, yeah.
Which journey cost the most? Subject, the one to Paris, right? Because remember, our subject questions, again, they're going to bring out the subject of what we're talking about. Okay?
Okay.
I hope that helped to some extent to help you understand how to make these subject questions. But you know, I cannot finish without giving you a little bit of a challenge. Right? I have to challenge you. So here we go. I'm going to give you control of the screen. So one sentence in each pair is wrong. I want you to touch the one that is correct, because we just learned about sentence question, about question structures. So which one is correct?
Okay. I can, yeah?
Yes, you can.
Who does working on that? Who does but travel to work with? Who but travels? How does but travel? Where? Who does Harry go to the book? Who does Trisha? This last is very okay.
So I'm going to send you the material from today's lesson for you to look over, check with the sentence structure, especially that last page that we just did, right? How to make the sentences, how to make the questions, right? So the subject questions have the same word order as positive sentences, right? So I'm going to send this to you for you to look over so that in the next class, we're going to start with this exact same activity to see if you understand it a little what, so you can see why number 2, number 3, and number 4 were not correct. Okay? Because sometimes you need some time to make it mellow in so you can practice again. All right? So the answer for number 2, number 3, and number 4, who does Pat travel to work with? Why does? Why would it be does? We go back. We use does that asks about the object.
Ah,
Pat is who we know, and we're asking about someone else, right? So we need to use the auxiliary. Who does Pat travel to work with?
okay.
How does Pat travel to work? Because we know Pat already is not about Pat. It's a how she travels to work. So we have to use an auxiliary. All right?
Okay.
Where does Harry work?
Yeah.
Not a subject question. It's an object. We want to know the location. So we need the auxiliary. All right?
Okay.
Okay. So again, it's just about practice. And we're going to practice this a little bit more. In the next class so that you can see how you can improve. And of course, I'm going to send you homework. Please remember to send me your letter from the homework in the last class so that I can correct it and send it back to you so you can see how you can improve on your writing skills. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have anything to say about today's class? Anything that you're a little unclear about?
Read the emails.
No, don't pay attention to this. This is for next class.
Oh no.
No, not now. I'm asking if you're okay with today's class. Did you understand what we were looking at in terms of subject questions and the vocabulary for commuters?
Okay.
Mhm.
Yes, but yeah, it is 1 hour quickly going.
Going through it.
But you give me a very good this homeworks, and I can slowly reading and understand and what is means and yeah, it is very, very good.
Okay, that's good. I'm very happy that you understand, and especially the prepositions. We want to make sure we know how to use prepositions so that our speaking skills can improve as well. All right.
Because about also last homework was this much and money and lot of.
Yes.
And then sometimes you give this send this email, not an email, but this website. And where was this exercise? Yeah.
Oh, the website I sent to you.
Yeah, and I try understand. Okay, I understand where is money and where is much. Yeah, but sometimes I confuse about this lot of or lots of.
Yeah. Okay, so we can do that one in the next class.
But later I understand it's not. I don't know what mean is English this where No, it is example.
Mhm.
I have lots of pens.
Okay.
Or,
I have a lot of pens.
yeah, but I can't explain what I under what
Okay.
I under.
But that's okay. We can remember we didn't do lot of and lots of. We just did much and many. So the website I sent you introduced you to lot of and lots of. So I can explain that to you more in our next class.
Yeah, I understand, but this because sometimes can use much,
Mm-hmm.
lots of the
Yes.
same.
Yes.
This
You can
sentence.
interchange them. Mhm.
Yeah.
It's
And,
practice,
yeah.
Agatha. It's practice. Don't overwhelm yourself. You're doing very well. The more you practice, it will become natural. All right?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. You're doing very well. All right. So I look forward to seeing you in our next class.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you so much
You're
about
welcome.
today.
You're welcome, Agatha. See you.
See you.
Bye.
Have a nice day.
And you too.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.